brought a friend, and she's kind of shy.
Dragged her out kicking and screaming.
She was, and I'm kind of curious too. What kind of cars do you drive in LA, and why?
Well, to be a minimalist, you have to have a Lamborghini. So,
Hummer.
oh man, Mariah and I, we have a 2016 RAV4. It's a Toyota.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm afraid the answers aren't going to be very sexy
Right,
for you.
exactly.
Yeah. And the reason they're not sexy is it's rather practical. Like I own a Toyota as well, not sponsored
Sonata.
by. Oh, there you go. And
Really? What'd I do wrong?
the sexy answer is like I don't own a car and I walk everywhere.
You have an electric car. Yeah.
I live in Ojai, so I have to have a car. But even when I lived here, I owned a car and I walked most of the time. But for practical reasons, minimalism isn't about eschewing all possessions, right? We aren't ascetics. We're not monks. I don't want to get rid of the things that add value to my life. Although here's what I'll tell you. I will often remove something from my life that I perceive that adds value just to see whether or not it really does add value. And so it's really a helpful exercise to get rid of home internet, to get rid of your TV, to get rid of your favorite shirt, to get rid of those shoes that you really like but you never wear. Those are what I call aspirational purchases, by the way. It's like, I'll be the type of person who wears those orange pumps. And we do that. We get rid of those things temporarily to see, okay, is my life fine without it? And sometimes my life is even better without it, right? My life is improved by subtracting the thing that was actually getting in the way. Now, that said, I own stuff. I'm not against stuff. I don't renounce stuff either. And so if I had a problem, I know the woman earlier had a problem with, Robin had a problem with Mary's poem. The only problem I have with the poem there is it feels like a renunciation of things. And I don't want to renounce things. Because as soon as you renounce something, you are forever tethering yourself to it. And so I'm not saying that stuff is bad, that owning a certain number of things is the right number, because there is no right or wrong here. The question is, what serves me and what serves you? And the tricky part is what serves you right now may not serve you a year from now. And so it's this constant quest. I wish there was a list. I wish I could just pick up this piece of paper and say, guess what? We figured it out, the 100 things you should own.
And they're all for sale in the lobby.
God, man, we make a lot of money. But the money isn't first. And so here we are. And we've recognized that the things that we own end up owning us if we have to have them or if we refuse to have them. That's another way of being owned by your things.
You know, it's interesting. So I'm assuming this is your friend's first time ever hearing anything from the Minimalists. Is that?
No, this is my second time.
Oh, okay.
I just liked what you said about people being in LA. We're from LA, and we sometimes have to feel like we have to be more LA because a transplant that came here is more LA than us.
That is so fascinating. We're not.
It hits home.
That's wild. Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not from LA, I am from LA.
Right, yeah. That's great. That's awesome.
Did you enjoy this standalone Patreon highlight? If so, you can listen to full episodes of the Minimalists' private podcast available exclusively on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/theminimalists or click the link in the description. Your support keeps our podcast and YouTube channel 100% advertisement free.